Hi, and welcome to The Ring is Chosen. I'm your host, Cliff, and with me, my friend...
Crystal.
Welcome to another week of comics and full-on geekery. This week we've got, well, a whole bunch of toys and a whole bunch of comics.
Your pile is much larger than mine.
I don't know. This week was just crazy.
I was a little bit more selective in what I chose to read.
And I was just like, why did everything come out this week? What happened? It was like the beginning of the month, pile, and then last week I was like, here's some comics. And then this week, pile.
But you know what? There was good stuff that came out today. That is why I took the really excellent titles.
And I was like, oh, this
you just took everything.
Because it was just, I was selective. Imagine.
There was selective. Holy crap.
There was stuff that came out that I didn't recognize and I couldn't follow, so I didn't touch it. There was some stuff I took a chance on, and so it's in here because I'm trying to be more fair. So we're just gonna play along.
So let's talk about the mediocre elephant in the room. About the whole comic world. About the titles they're canceling from DC.
Well, okay, well, Superboy, you deserved it. So let's just get that one right off.
The only one that we should be really kind of upset about is
Birds of Prey. But you know what? Jonah Hex was the book everyone should have loved and didn't.
But the other titles are like, I'm not too upset. I'm not too upset that they're gone. No? Birds of Prey will come back.
Probably.
Well, they just, Gail Simone will take it over and bring it back. Because that's what she does. She saves our titles.
You would think and hope, but I don't know.
She will.
We'll find out.
We're going to have to ask her.
I'm super psyched for Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman. I'm going after that 1 in 25 Phil Jimenez variant cover.
Oh,
and
goodness.
DC better make a freaking giant freaking poster of that for us to have. Because if they don't, I'm going to cry.
Oh my god.
Because it is gorgeous. And I put it all over my Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, and everything.
Alright,
it's everywhere.
We'll have to talk to people.
Because it's gorgeous.
We'll have to talk to people. So, Birds of Prey, we agree, is the only one we're kind of upset about.
It's been a sinking ship lately.
But we didn't even read it this week, so how really upset are we?
I glanced at it.
I looked at it too. I opened the pages, said, "Ooh, Batwoman's in this. Batgirl's in this," and then I shut it.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what we get that's new. Maybe we'll pine again for Birds of Prey and wish it was back.
I do like Birds of Prey.
Me too. It's amongst things. It's not the one I pick up.
True.
All right, so let's start chipping away at your pile.
Oh, well, in alphabetical order. Because that one's really good.
Wait, so we're doing this in alphabetical order?
A little bit. Let's start with something good.
Start with something excellent, actually.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man #2. We're still dealing with the fallout of Mr. Octavius disappearing and Peter Parker finally controlling his own body. What was your favorite part of this book? Because I know what it is. It was the cookie baking. Actually,
it was the cookie baking and the very end.
The very end was very good.
The very end was very good.
But the cookie baking, he's trying to tell, oh crap, what's her name? Escaping me.
Oh, now it's escaping me too.
Well, Mags? Not Mags. Oh,
Maria?
Something. Octavius' girlfriend.
Now I'm going in.
But she's upset, and Peter Parker's explaining what happened, and she's like, we need to bake cookies.
Because I need therapy.
Because I need the therapy. And that's what I do. Let Cliff stop talking. Do this, this. Here are some cookies. Okay, so
Anna Maria Marconi.
Anna Maria, there it is. So, that was my favorite part of this
She's
book.
so cute. Remember, take the cookies out on time. But they still work together at
They do. They
Parker
still like,
Industries.
okay, they still work together. She helps him a lot, and I'm enjoying Peter Parker being back. I'm enjoying this book once again.
And I like that she was having her own
internal struggles.
Right, and her own little therapy session about it. But she seems like she wants to be part of.
Yes, she's very understanding, which I think is a little weird.
Right, it has me on.
Back later.
It has me on guard.
Yeah.
It has me on guard.
What is she going to do to try to get Octavius back? If he's still up in Parker's mind.
Right, will she try? Because she is a genius in her own right.
She is. So what if Octavius has left clues because he thought this might happen, around for her to find to revive him? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, what a great story arc!
Imagine if she revives him in his own body, his own spider body.
Oh.
No, not his own body, but his own spider body.
Clones Peter Parker.
She finds another Peter clone because that's been an issue, and she finds another Peter clone and awakens Octavius in him, and he's like the superior Spider-Man is back.
Oh my god! And then we have Superior Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and will they be foes or will they not?
Right, they'll sort of team up and not love it.
I'm gonna shit my pants if it's actually.
That would be kind of
happens.
cool, because then like they'd have separate titles, and then she could ground Octavius, you know, like
Oh my
let me be
goodness.
your compass because I love you. It gives me chills thinking about it.
Ooh.
But okay, Peter's big spoilery decision at the end.
Don't spoil.
I want to because I like it.
Don't.
I think it's cool.
Okay, spoil it.
Okay, he's going to use Parker Industries to make the next giant supervillain lockup in Manhattan.
Yay.
I think that's cool.
Okay.
All right,
Enough
good.
Spider-Man. Next title.
Amazing X-Men.
Didn't read it.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
I see that he's on the front. Okay,
Yes.
still did not read it.
So as you know, I mean, they have a little bit of a history together, but they have a lot of television history. But Spider-Man is following some weird alien baby, and it just so happens that Angie here, Firestar, has the alien baby, and Bobby is with her. And he's like, you guys don't understand, that baby's a freaky alien that's like a shapeshifter. And of course, all sorts of weird technological stuff starts happening to them as they're trying to like keep track of what's happening to the baby. And finally, they have to football it back.
They
to
football the alien baby back. End of story. Next book. That's
It's
all. That's all I
no,
wanted.
they don't literally football it. They like use a bag of chips so that the big alien who now has sprouted wings like flies after the bag of chips into his parents' arms.
Next title.
It's hilarious.
Okay,
Yeah,
next title.
it's hilarious.
Once again, excellent book. Batman and Superman.
Okay.
So good.
I don't even know what is happening. First of all, I hate Superman Doomed. The Doom storyline, but this issue of Batman and Superman was excellent.
So good.
The art was good. Don't be fooled by the cover. It's not Jay Lee on the interior, but the interior was a great story, and like
really good.
Everybody contributed. Wonder Woman, Batman, Steel, everybody was great.
Krypton, the dog.
Even Krypton the dog, in the Phantom Zone. Everything was cool. Very good issue. I gave it a quick glance. You know, there's a moral conflict going on with Batgirl and Gordon. Still, like, that's not over. Just so you guys know, check this out.
Once again, Batman Eternal.
It's fantastic.
My top 3 of the week.
Oh my God, what is happening with Penguin and Catwoman?
Oh my God. Okay,
Is she trying to take over his criminal empire? Because that is straight up looking what's going on.
That's what it looked like, but
The flash forward that we got.
I think it was like a warning.
No.
She was trying to, you think so? I don't know. Because then she ends up saving people.
Yes. Remember the flash forward we got of Batman Eternal? The flash forward was Catwoman took over Penguin's empire.
Oh, that's true.
And
So
she
maybe it
kidnapped
is that.
Stephanie. And this looks like the beginning of that.
Maybe it is. Either way, the
Loved
storyline is great.
It was awesome.
It's pick it up, $2.99 each week. Continues to get better. Next book.
Yeah. Ooh. Forever Evil finally ended.
Okay, so I did read this. I was confused because I forgot what was supposed to be happening.
It's out of
But it's
control.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
Carl dies. I spoiled.
Oh, there's tons of spoilers. All right, let's kick things off. For those of you who don't remember, the guy that the Crime Syndicate brought with them from their planet turned out to be Alexander Luthor, the Luthor of their world. So, surprise, he can say Shazam backwards, and he gets all these fantastic powers. Guess what else? He's secretly Superwoman's lover from the Crime Syndicate.
And what happens?
She's pregnant with
Has
his
a baby.
child. Yep, and don't forget, she's also the Lois of their world. Bad news, people. Bad news. Because if you remember the old Crime Syndicate, the heroes of their world, Lois and Lex Luthor, got together and had a baby, and he turned out to be Alexander Luthor number 4, and that mofo is the one that caused all the mess at Infinite Crisis. Bad juju. And now Lois Lane Superwoman is hanging out on this planet, being like, I felt the baby kick. Bad. Superman, Ultraman, alive, powerless under a yellow sun, and is ashamed of himself in a cell somewhere. Lex Luthor, Earth's hero, rescued Superman from kryptonite in his brain through surgery. Also rescued Nightwing, as we predicted. Now Lex Luthor is the world's hero, and a genius. Put 2 and 2 together, now Lex knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. Superman is concerned, and whatever destroyed the Crime Syndicate Earth drove the Crime Syndicate here. What could that have been? Superman postulates that it's Darkseid. Cut to the Crime Syndicate world, it's actually the Anti-Monitor, the villain from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Who, guess what? That was the debut of Alexander Luthor number 4, who could freaking travel between worlds. Are we setting up the new Crisis on Infinite Earths? Big, dangerous finale. Finally something that DC did right in a big way. Those words are leaving my lips for the first time in like 2 or 3 years. I'm gonna faint.
All I have to say is you did a really good job with that really quickly, and I am quite impressed.
Thank you. It was exciting. Very exciting.
Wow. We should end the podcast there. But we're not going to because we're going to Future's End. Which, again, top 3 of my titles.
Beautiful.
Still excellent.
Fantastic. Mr. Terrific has been invaded by freaking Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis.
Yep.
His T-spheres are reporting. And again, so his sisters are like, whoever's attacking us thinks that we can't see him. But Terry's smart. Terry knows that this Terry can see him. He wants to be seen. He wants to be seen. Firestorm over here is a mofo 5 years in the future.
He's an asshole. He's a big dick.
He does not want to let Jason out.
And he's busy going around
just playing superhero. Jason's like, you're going to slip, Ronnie. You're going to let me out. And when you do, that's right. I'm going to kill you. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Red Robin makes an appearance as a bartender.
And Lois is on his tail, and I love it. He is presumed dead, and she wrote the story, but she knows better.
Bartender that kicks asshole's butt. Must be Red Robin.
Yep. I did a lot of spoilers, but this was pretty cool. Batwoman.
Batwoman, this is the last book I have on my file.
You save it for the end then.
Okay.
All right. Green Lantern, New Guardians following up. Carol's on the cover, but Carol appears on the last page. So
I hate when they do that.
I hate when they do that too. This whole issue is Kyle like dealing with his inner turmoil. He tried to like off himself. It didn't work. Blah blah blah. It felt like filler, and something's like chasing him, and she's trying to figure out where he is. It was okay. I was so excited by what was going on in the angle. I wanted there to be more. No. More excitement. Invincible 111. It kicked it off. He is ashamed and naked and in a pit, and a little farmer finds him and gives him some overalls to cover up his shame so he can move on with his life. He goes to his old man friend to go get some help and tell him about how dangerous Robot is, and he starts talking about Anissa, and then he just can't even finish his sentences about that, what is going on with the whole rape thing, and then boom, there is Robot, and Robot goes and kills the old man because he's like, well, he knows he's a friend, but he knows about how things go, and you know, you just can't take chances, and he wouldn't be able to stand in my way because I've got to rule the world properly. Invincible destroys him immediately, and he goes, well, you know I have other bodies. Invincible flies to his home. Sure enough, there's Adam Eve with the new freaking robot in a giant freaking body being like, it was time for me to upgrade. Invincible and him start fighting, and it is ridiculous because he's got this new freaking high impact armor that he forged in the bottom of a volcano so that Invincible's punches would actually hurt Invincible right back. And he's like, I know the only way I can truly hurt you, Mark, is to hurt the ones you love. And he rips pregnant Adam Eve's leg off.
What is wrong with this book?
This book is sick. Mark loses his mind, has a good fight with him. We actually see the real Rex. He's in a damn satellite above Earth with an infinite freaking library of freaking robots being like, oh, I didn't want to have to get involved fighting the Viltrumites, but oh well. And Mark flies to his father's citadel with the de-legged Adam Eve begging his father for help. Out of control. Love it. Because Kirkman plays on all the things he sets up, so I approve. Outrageous. I'm traumatized. Justice League number 30 picks up right after Forever Evil. Outrageous. Lex Luthor is the world's hero. Everybody is frowning at the Justice League because all their crap of Pandora's box caused all this problem and panic in the first place. Lex has been rebuilding the Justice League satellite and also brought Shazam on board in hopes that they could start a new Justice League. The Justice League is out of their mind. Wonder Woman wants to shank him immediately with her sword because we all know how I liked that Diana. But of course, no, she's there. She's the true Justice Diana. She ropes up his hands with her lasso to figure out that he's telling the truth. He admits that he's an egomaniac, and he is willing to put all of his differences aside, and he knew that he had to save Superman and that he needed to form a newer, better Justice League because whatever drove the crime syndicate away from their world is still out there and is coming for them, and they have to be strong together to stop it. And that is his statement. So while the Justice League debates on whether or not Luthor should be a member, Luthor decides to take his newfound knowledge and wrap this whole issue up by going to Wayne Manor and saying, hello, Alfred Pennyworth, I'm Lex Luthor. Could you please summon Batman and tell him I'm here to see him? Bam! Love the way this issue ended.
It's a high-octane episode.
Yes, it is. Justice League Forever Evil. Number 14, this issue ends. Let me tell you, this series accomplished nothing. I've always been disappointed in the series, but this actually didn't accomplish nothing. It accomplished one thing. It cemented the relationship between Martian Manhunter and Stargirl.
Is it ending?
Yeah, this is the final issue. This issue delivered. Martian Manhunter is all over the Argus facility, flying, shape-shifting, invulnerability, invisibility, mind freaking screwing people. It is wonderful. Gets to Amanda Waller. She's like, Steve Trevor isn't interrogating an exit interview with Stargirl. She's exit interviewing him because Stargirl is just pumping Steve for information on what the Justice League should be, blah, 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 what has happened here. And in the meantime, Martian Manhunter has just been like terrorizing the whole thing. They find each other at the end, and you know, the whole thing, like him and you know, why am I forgetting Stargirl's real name? I lost it. All right, but I love her. Anyhow, she's like, you know, John, like I can't do this without you. Like we're in this together. He's like, of course, you know, like I'm gonna be there with you by your side. Friends to the end, really well done. And if you've been reading Justice League United like we have, you know that friendship has actually.
We have.
Yes, we have, and that friendship has meant something. So it's the only thing this book has accomplished is cemented. Vibe and Element Woman Vibe, and I guess someone else who I can't remember, they're missing. But I'm really upset about Vibe because I loved him and he had the best offshoot series and that was awesome. Get it back, people.
Do you want sugar today?
I'm just powering up. Magneto, issue number 3.
I read it.
Not a powerhouse issue.
No. It just cemented the fact that he hates religious zealots.
Yes, and Understandably, because they're really disgusting, especially when they're like, no, you have to die because God said it was our right. That was creepy, and it happened. It's in this issue, he's fighting purifiers. And then they're like, you should follow because the Lord wants it to be so. And he goes, if the Lord wanted it to be so, he wouldn't give you metal to fight me, and then he kills them all.
Yep.
And then he sets up memorials to those he's killed.
It's weird.
That was weird, because he feels bad for them. And it's also a reminder to those who are going to come after him.
So is it really feeling bad, or is it like
it's
cutting
both.
somebody's head off and putting it on a stake outside castle?
It's both. It's like one is like to remember and the other to be a sign. It is creepy and I like it and it's disturbing and whoever's writing this, you're sick and I love it. Red Hood and the Outlaws 31. Big Lobo's in it because now I'm going to call them Big Lobo and Little Lobo because like one is big and brawlic and the other one is just like is like petite and wild. I don't know what to call it, but you know, they're both a threat. So like this Lobo's like all in it for the money, you know, they're all up in space. He's got a Tamaranian with him, as you know. They're fighting all over. He's got Starfire. Starfire acquisitioned those 2 ships with Jason. They've been beating people up. They freaking find Roy. They finally try to rescue him, but you know, Lobo and his dudes overpower them, but Roy actually sneaks off being really smart, realizing that the nanites can actually reprogram things and teleport, remove Lobo and his goons to another ship and seal them in that ship for like a millisecond. Lobo tries to figure out what happens. One of Lobo's dudes figures it out. Lobo tests the technology and actually dumps the guys into space and laughs about it. And he goes, well, I can make money off the nanite technology, and puts it for sale, which of course leaves a trail for new Lobo to go after old Lobo, because you know that's an ongoing storyline throughout the DC freaking space universe. Really cool. But most awesome part of this whole issue, Roy saves the day. Really pretty cool, and I really liked it. And you know, Starfire again not being written as a big old hoe, like that too. Good job. Red Daughter Supergirl. I mean, it pretty much comes to an end here. I'm pretty sad.
Is that the one of them canceled?
No, the whole Red Daughter thing.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, this is pretty much just, you know, Supergirl kind of like is beginning like to fight the ring off, so it's all starting to like unfold here, and Atrocitus and the Cat are there, and the Judge is there, and Supergirl and the Judge go at it, and the Judge storyline is happening in Red Lanterns, and Supergirl gets like a piece of the Judge in her, and she goes, but I know something about you, and the Judge is like, oh, you're not like the others, and there's that whole thing, because the Judge is like judging her, and she goes, was my mother here? And he's like, no, that was just something I did to you. She goes, well, I got a piece of you too, so she lets the Judge have it, and the Judge's like, you're not like the others, da 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 da. So they go through that whole thing, and then Atrocitus and the Cat are like, we have to go after this other Red Lantern, rawr. And then Supergirl kind of like goes on her own story, like, oh, I gotta like get my life back together, and like go back to being Supergirl. So like it was actually a pretty good issue, but I wanted the Supergirl Red Lantern ride to run.
Just read this.
Super.
Holy crap, it's good.
We loved issue number 1, and Haki and I love issue number 2.
I wasn't gonna read it, but I picked it up.
It's amazing. It's amazing. They
It's so
nailed
good.
Sinestro. They're nailing Sinestro.
So he's got the power to destroy rings with his mind? Did I read that correctly?
Well, it just looks like it. But yes, he can destroy other Sinestro rings.
And then now he's going around killing other Yellow Lanterns that are corrupt.
Yeah, he's killing the Sinestro Corps members who are corrupt.
Yeah.
And he's taking the new ones on board, and he's like, I'm going out there to do this. Are you with me? You know, in the meantime, the Anti-Emotion Corps is coming, whatever they are.
This is really good.
Yeah, and Sinestro's like, look, I don't care about you people from the future or can see the future. All I know is right now I need leadership, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate. And he just, boom, it's got the core, baby. The core. It was good.
It was really good.
It was. This is our book of the week.
Is your book of the week?
I think so.
Oh,
even though...
My book of the week is torn between the Batman Eternal and Future's End again.
Future's End was really good. I don't know, but okay, I think for a single person, this one.
Wait,
for single character driven.
Okay, yes.
Single character driven, I'm going to go with this one. Big story, I think Future's End really is just a powerhouse. And then the X-Men universe.
Go.
Okay, so this is madness. Okay, so the baby's father is a mutant. Apparently, his name is Future. Maybe he even is from the future. He is totally messing with our X-ladies. Storm realizes they never officially became a team, and she went to Wolverine. It's like, we are officially becoming a team. She gathered the ladies to tell them the story, and basically how, like, we're going to anonymously vote for a leader. They don't have time to talk about that because stuff starts exploding. Storm's future daughter gets involved in the blast and tries to help, and then they realize Future has a lot of different meanings. It is outrageous. I didn't hate it. This book is almost back on board with me liking it again. I tried to pick up part 1 to try to like fuse it all together. So like this storyline's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Okay, this X-Men book, Uncanny, was oh god, I actually have to open it to remember what the hell happened in this one because there's so much future and present X-Men crap happening.
There's so much X-Men titles.
Oh, okay. So Mystique is running around as Dazzler here, and Magneto found the real Dazzler, which the Brotherhood found, led by Mystique, all messed up. Magneto used all the metal in the room and messed up Blob, calling you're a bunch of animals. How could you do this to a freaking fellow mutant? He messed up Blob in a way no one's messed up Blob. He left Blob all forked up and knifed up completely. It was crazy. And in the meantime, Mystique is running around as a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., freaking pretending to be Dazzler, trying to mess with the X-Men, trying to kidnap Cyclops. It was actually pretty good. Now that I remember it, I'm very happy. So, yeah, I'm on board. It's psychotic. They are outrageous. This one, another one, freak show. So more future X-Men, totally crazy. The past X-Men and the present X-Men can't even keep everyone's damn names straight. It is hilarious. So future Quentin Quire and past Quentin Quire are having at it because they don't know what the hell to do with their friends and stuff because like, no, I'm going to become the Phoenix, but if I don't kill this guy, Apocalypse can take over, but if I let this one live, this won't happen, or if I become the Phoenix or that. So he's strung out of his mind. So Quentin goes to Cyclops. He's like, Cyclops, you have faced Apocalypse, you have been fused with the Phoenix, and you're still here. How the hell do you deal with this crap? And he goes, honestly, Quentin, when I just decided that I have to have trust in my friends, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, right after he says that, last page, there's this weird little bubble thing sitting on the page, it's sitting on the freaking table, and one of Nightcrawler's BAMFs tries to go for it, and, Phantom X just grabs it, and it's like, nope, that belongs to me, like, full panel. And I'm like, oh, talk about trying to trust your friends. And last for me, Wonder Woman. What the hell is going on in this book sometimes? So this book is out of control. Alright, so they're on the island, 3 seconds, and these freaking Amazon bitches are out of their minds with Wonder Woman, okay?
Well, they're upset.
They are upset. They can't respect her as a queen. They can't respect her as a god. Which god?
Batman's still there? Didn't Batman show up for a little bit and they were pissed about
that? No, that's in his book.
It was in his book.
That was in his team-up book. They can't respect her as a god, they can't respect her as a queen, they can't respect her as a sister, they can't respect her as nothing. Then her friend is there, she goes, I don't know where Zeke is. They're like, don't talk to Diana that way, she's the queen here, you have to show some respect. This is Hera talking to the girl. You gotta show some respect for Diana. She's like, I do respect Diana. She goes, well then you need to demonstrate it. There's like a whole panel on this.
It's like a whole soap opera?
Oh, like a soap opera. And then Dcia, or whatever her name is, she's like running off, and then they go chasing after her. She's like standing at the cliff, she's holding Zeke. She's like, there's a man on this island. She's like, I need to throw she's ready to throw the baby. So Diana's like, no, you can't do this. And she's like, Diana, you don't even understand. She's like, I'm just not meant for this world anymore. She goes, Diana, just do what I'm unable to do. Take this boy and do what's never been done before. Raise him on this island of women into a man, and hands the baby over to Diana and throws herself off the cliff. And then Wonder Woman flies down, swoops in, grabs her, and starts floating down the cliff. And she's like, Tasia, she goes, together we'll fall together. And then they descend gently when Wonder Woman's flying arms, down the cliffs to whatever other
country. Show where you just dramatically read books.
I mean, what are you doing? Brian Azzarello, my God. I mean, I don't even know. This thing with being tied up, I don't know what the hell. Diana got us to the hunt, and her go toe-to-toe, do their thing. She's like, bring out your inner war god, Diana, ba 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 ba. They have that kind of conversation. I'm just like, bring on the fight. In the meantime, the other weird punk rock goth dude is like, oh, I come bearing news from so-and-so. He can't protect you no more.
Isn't that Hermes?
No. The other one. The one who's extra punky and gothic. Yeah, they all look gothy, so I don't even know. I'm sorry. I miss when the goths look beautiful. I mean, I hate to critique art like this, but,
You gonna be okay?
I mean, I want to be. Look at her. She just almost tried. She tried to kill herself and the baby. And look, Diana's just smiling, like she resolved everything. They're just gonna leave this scene and just see us.
It's okay. So
everything's just gonna be okay. Like she's gonna stop being homicidal.
Not a mental health issue.
Right. Her Amazon sister's going to just stop having mental health issues. The Amazons are above that.
There's a naked woman there.
Yeah, well, of course she's naked. It's Amazon Island, right? All right, Dio. So Dio shows up. Oh, Hermes from Bloodied Lips begs your forgiveness.
That is Hermes, I told you.
Right, and he goes, he can't protect you any longer, and of course Hermes is riddled in pain and all that horribleness. So, woo!
Batwoman, I feel like I can't meet your caliber of explaining books. Batwoman wasn't very powerful this week.
The cover says Predator and Prey. Why aren't they living up to that?
It's the end of the spider, spider wolf, white wolf spider thing.
Yeah.
She's hunting him down, and it turns out he's trying to track this treasure. Somebody dies. He takes the treasure and he throws it away. He doesn't even spend it. He was just trying to get rid of it because he goes, I already have too much bad juju. So he just throws the money out. So
after all they've been through?
But Kate, well, in her Kate-ness, not in Batwoman-ness, meets somebody on the street with muddy shoes, and the wolf spider was just in a swamp. So we're kind of wondering, oh, is this the wolf spider? And it's somebody she knows. So so it's a little. That is the end of the book. So the guy dies. Blah blah blah. Oh, we're having coffee. Some guy on the street. What happened to your shoes? Oh, I don't know. I do have a question for you because I don't know who that is. There's also a side story between Kate and Maggie, and they're trying to get a lawyer to help with custody issues, and they finally convince this high-profile lawyer to take their case. And at the end of the book is Maggie calling Kate saying, can you meet up for lunch? But she's meeting this mysterious guy, and I don't know who it is.
I don't either. The art's not
so she's knocking on the door, she's having a meeting with the guy, and I don't know who it is. So we'll find out.
Sometimes the art is just not the giveaway you want it to be.
But Batwoman, we love Batwoman. We're getting a new story arc, so that'll be good. I was tired of this wolf spider thing.
Yeah, since they can't get married.
Yeah, but now they're fighting for custody for the child, so...
So...
books! We're done with books.
I know. Okay, so this was a surprise for me today when I got to the comic book store. Paul Dini and Joe Quinones, it's Black Canary and Zatanna in Bloodspell, an original graphic novel that retails for $22.99. I had no idea that original graphic novels were just shooting back into our lives.
I didn't even know they existed.
Right. I'm so excited when I saw this. I'm like, oh, I have to have it. And
I want to read it. Are you going to read it?
I'm going to read it. I'm super excited. So
and I'm going to read it after you.
I was just like, go and buy this.
Are we going to review this one?
We probably will. Okay. Go support original graphic novels because we have to.
Because then they disappear.
They do. Then it's over, and it's sad.
I see we have some pretty cool Heroclix on the table. We have Thunderbolts again.
Yeah. So we got the Thunderbolts Forces, which is part of the Deadpool set. So the Deadpool Gravity Feed, we already did that, and then I didn't go through the actual boosters because that was a big thing. But the Deadpool Fast Forces, really cool. Gives us the Thunderbolts team, Deadpool, Elektra, Punisher. I keep forgetting her name because I wasn't following the series. Red Hulk and a Venom Flash Thompson, which is awesome. And then of course a double-sided map. And did they even give us dice this time? Nope, they didn't. They just keep the same price and keep taking stuff away.
What's the new set coming out after Deadpool?
We're getting a mini set in the form of Days of Future Past.
So some more X-Men.
And then the next big set we're getting after that. Actually, the event. Then we're getting an event set of Green Lantern War of Light.
Okay.
And then after that, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy and Flash.
Oh, I'm excited for Flash.
I'm quite excited for Flash, and Flash is going to feature other themes.
So what's this cool thing on the table?
Okay, so this super cool thing is a Alpha Class Sentinel of Days of Future Past.
It's got a lot of pieces in it.
It's actually one big Sentinel piece, and an alternate left arm, where he has a flamethrower, an alternate battle damaged head, an alternate battle damaged torso, a removable tentacle for like his arm as well, so a double-sided full color map, 2 Alpha Class Sentinel dials. So the dial is actually switchable. He's a giant switch click, so you can remove it and put different dials to be different Sentinel attacks. 1 alternate head with an energy beam, 1 alternate battle damaged right arm, and 1 removable energy blast effect, and 48 tokens for scenario play.
Holy crap.
So the 48 tokens can represent all sorts of different things, but what I like is the Sentinel tokens, so you can just have your army of Micro Sentinels and your big Alpha Sentinel leading the charge, and it's just really cool, and I can't wait to play. And next week, the actual Days of Future Past Gravity feeds come out that feature...
Next week.
Yeah, that feature the 24 characters from the classic X-Men Days of Future Past 2 issues original story from the X-Men comics.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm very excited, so I can't wait to see it.
We had a giant week.
It was a giant week, but I'm super excited.
Very energetic week.
Mostly because...
I gotta get to your level.
I think because most of the comics actually offered me something to be a little bit interested in.
I'm glad I picked very selective and I was happy with everything I picked.
This one was Forever Evil. It took too long. I can't take that away.
I'm just gonna buy the trade.
I'm very interested in trade. I'm just happy it delivered.
I'm glad.
Like it was. I'm just glad that it was like it was just like boom, boom, boom. You know, I was happy with that.
So thank you for listening. I'm at Dashing Taz on Twitter, and
I'm at Clifford NY, and the show is at TRHCV2.
One of these weeks I'll get to do that, but I can never remember what it is.
I barely hang on to it by a thread. You know, find us on Facebook. Email us, theringhaschosen@gmail.com, because that would be really effective.
I was gonna say have a good night, but alright.
Yeah, but thank you as always, because, without you...
We wouldn't be here.
I mean, we would, but it would just be lonely.
We would just be talking to a wall.
We actually got some feedback this week, which was really cool.
Oh, so I'm not talking to a wall.
No, it was nice. I mean, people telling us what they thought of the book cancellations and everything. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
We really love that. So we appreciate it.
Thanks.
So awesome.
Talk to you next week.
Cheers. Enjoy your week.